Hi guys, it's Paula and I hope you are doing well. This is going to be my empties and low buy update for several months. I think we're dealing with June, July, and let's call it August at this point. It's a couple days early and I don't do anything early, but I think at this point we can say this is my empties for June, July, and August. I tried so hard to catch up this summer and I never did. But anyways, in this video, I talk about the products I've finished since my last update and I discuss my low buy. I've been on a low buy for almost 5 years now and I basically have two products out, one product in policy. I'm trying to get the overall amount of stuff I own to be a smaller amount than it was when I started this whole journey. I think I'm getting there. Sometimes it doesn't feel that way, but it's a marathon, not a sprint. Let's get into the empties. For the home, I have two tea light samples from Hide Nor Hair. I have Sugar Plum and Toasted Pumpkin. Hide Nor Hair is a soy-based candle company that was started by a friend from high school. And these are the only candles I use now. I really love them. I like their scents a lot. One of these, I believe, was in my advent calendar project pan. The other one I just pulled from my bag of tea lights that I'm trying to get through because she gifted me with a ridiculous amount of tea lights when I placed a large order. I don't know if it was last Christmas or the Christmas before, and I'm trying to work my way through them because they're delightful and they're easy to burn. You know, sometimes I don't have as many hours to commit to burning a single candle, like a real candle, as I do for this, and I just do one of these and it's all good. Anyways, I have two more finished up and I really enjoyed both of them. Even though they were kind of like fall winter scents, I burnt them in the summer and I loved it. And my kids loved it. They walk in the room and they're like, Mom, it smells so good in here. I know. Okay, next I have two hair care products. One of them I am extremely excited about. First of all though, I have a very scuzzy looking bottle of shampoo from Alba Botanica. This was an impulse buy at Costco. I was walking up and down the aisles and of course this beautiful yellow bottle caught my eye and I thought, oh, more moisture shampoo. I probably don't need more moisture. I'm kind of on the oilier, greasier side, but it says coconut milk. So, you know, I gotta try it because I love all things coconut. Love the scent, way too moisturizing for my hair. This is meant for somebody with much drier hair than I have. I got through it. But I would never repurchase again because it wasn't meant for me and I have to acknowledge that and accept that. I do still have the conditioner kicking around. I actually dilute it with like 99% water and Hazel uses it as a conditioning spray sometimes. She really likes the coconut scent too. So I haven't been using the conditioner, but I still have it. So maybe we'll see it in an empties down the road. My other hair care product is the one I'm super excited about. It is a hairspray. This is the Pantene Sheer Volume Touchable Spray. I don't know if Pantene still makes this because it's probably been sitting in my bathroom cabinet for a decade. It was in my Beauty A to Z project this year. It started out, did it start out here or did I find, I think it started out like here. And then I started marking my progress and then I used it all up. Between that update and the next update, I used it up. And I don't feel like I need hairspray in my routine, although I have started to get in the habit of spraying some hairspray in my hair every time I get out of the shower from washing it. And I'm trying to get through these bottles because this doesn't seem like it would take up a lot of space, but if you have 10 of these and you don't need any, it can take up a lot of space. And I would like that space back. It's vital space in my bathroom. So I'm very, very, very excited to have this finished. And because this is something I worked really hard to use up, I'm going to be giving myself a point for my low buy for finishing this product. Yay! I have one nail polish empty. This is a base coat. These are small little bottles. My mother-in-law gifted me a bunch of these years ago and they're crap. Not the product, the polish is good. The problem is the brushes in these bottles splay 99% of the time. See how that thing is sticking out and it drives me crazy. So I have another bottle that I use to apply my base coat and when it gets empty, I dump this in there and it's the best feeling in the world. I have really been struggling with painting my nails, but I have been painting my toes consistently throughout the summer. So even though I haven't been painting my nails that much, I was still using this as I was doing pedicures, and I'm happy to report that this is my second manicure of the month. I'm back at work and I'm trying to get in the habit of painting my nails every Sunday night before the work week starts. And it is like 2 o'clock in the morning on Thursday morning, and this manicure has held up beautifully. I've done dishes every day. There's no chips. I can't believe it. Anyways, I did manage to finish off a bottle of base coat, and I have so many bottles to use up. I've been really tempted to try a dip mani. They're selling them at my local Sally Beauty Supply now, and I'm like, nope, you have like 400 bottles of nail polish. You can't start a whole new manicure process until you finish off something. You have to have fewer bottles of nail polish before you start. I'm very interested in the gel manis, the ones that you stick your hand under the light. I mean, I'd love to try that. It sounds like such a great thing, but I can't start it because if I go down that road, I'm never gonna touch those 400 bottles of nail polish again. I know it. I'm gonna be like, oh, this manicure doesn't ship for 10 days. I'm gonna go that route indefinitely. So I have to keep going with using up what I have for a while longer, but I'm really happy to have that gone. Next, I have one body care product. Yes, I have one body care product, and that is this Lumi Whole Body Invisible Cream Deodorant in the scent Toasted Coconut. I've talked about this many times. I bought a sample pack of Lumi off of the internet after I was bombarded with advertisements about how amazing this product was, and I checked with several coworkers that had tried it, and they all thought it was great, and I thought it stunk. I did not like it. I thought whatever scent they used to make the product scented was good, but there was an underlying smell that made me kind of sick. And a lot of people here on YouTube and in my real life suggested that maybe it's because I bought that sample pack off of Amazon instead of directly from the website. And at some point, Lumi reformulated and they got rid of that underlying scent. So I somehow powered through those sample products. And even though I hated that, I had to try the updated version. So for Christmas, I think maybe it was last year, I asked for a 3-pack of this. So I got this scent, and then I got like a cucumber something, and then like a baby powder scent. And even though I thought that underlying funk was better, I could still smell it. And I smelled it the least with this. So I powered through. I used this up, I cut it open, I cleaned it out, and I gave the other 2 tubes to my mother. I don't know if she's gonna use it up or not, but she was interested in it and she said she wanted to try it because she's been bombarded with advertisements from Lumi as well. So the other 2 bottles have gone on to my mother who is going to hopefully use them up, and I will never see them again. To make matters worse, this whole advertisement for the 72-hour protection was not true for me either. Now, maybe it's my body, maybe it would work for somebody else's body, but I maybe got 4 or 5 hours out of this before I started noticing my own funk coming through on top of the underlying funk in this product. I hated this. I did not use it on my armpits. I ended up using it up like kind of in my groin area because it's a whole body deodorant and I do sometimes get very sweaty down there. I would never buy this again. I did not like it, and I'm so glad I finished this, and I'm so glad the other 2 bottles are out of my house. I've been on a deodorant journey. That's all I can say. There's been a huge deodorant journey happening. I finally tried a Secret brand deodorant that is aluminum free from the drugstore. It smelled amazing. It worked amazing. It was one of the best as far as keeping me from smelling. Only problem is it gave my left armpit a rash. Right armpit's fine. Left armpit has a huge rash on it, so I can't use that either. I wasn't sure if that was it. I stopped using it for a while. I went back to a native deodorant, and then my armpit cleared up, and then I went back to it. Left armpit got a rash again. I can't win. I cannot win. All right, let's move on. I have one perfume. This is a deluxe sample of Stella McCartney's Pop. I really enjoyed this perfume. I don't know if I enjoyed it enough to invest in a full size, but I do have another like deluxe version. I don't know if it's a roller ball or a little spritzer, but I do have one more of these. But this was in a project. I can't remember which project, but I put this in a project and I got through it pretty quickly and I enjoyed it. I liked it. I probably bought this after a Kathleen Lights video recommended it, and I don't regret buying it. I just don't know if I love it enough to buy the full size. There's something a little, I read the notes on it again recently, and I don't know what note is kind of strange to it, but something kind of like, you know, makes my nose wrinkle. Like, what is that scent? I don't know what it is, but overall I like this. I did also finish 2 little perfume samples. I have Liz Claiborne's Curve Crush, and then I have Liz Claiborne. I don't know why I'm working on so many Liz Claiborne perfumes at the same time. I also have a deluxe sample of Liz Sport that I'm working on right now. But let's talk about these two. I had never heard of Curve Crush. This has probably been in my perfume sample box for many years, but I don't remember ever hearing about this perfume. I loved it. I liked it better than the original Curve. I liked it better than most perfumes. I would absolutely consider tracking this down and purchasing a full size of it. I liked it so much. I hated this. The original Liz Claiborne smelled like 90s old lady, like the mom of the kids I used to babysit when I was 13. I did not like this scent at all. I just powered through it and hate panned it. But yeah, Curve Crush, I really liked. I don't know if they still make it. I could probably track it down, but I'm not going to for now, but I did really enjoy that scent. I do have quite a few products for the face. I finished a package of face wipes. This is the Collagen Global Beauty Care Collagen Cleansing Cloths. This was gifted to me at Christmas time from a coworker. Most of the times I've ever been gifted cleansing cloths, they dry out before I use them because I've been having such a hard time with my nighttime skincare routine. I've been using these more than ever because I figured this is better than nothing. And a lot of times I spend my entire night passed out on the couch with a full face of makeup on. So I figured at least if I could wipe it off with this, I don't feel like I've really cleaned my face, but at least it's something. So I have been using these more. I got through this entire pack before they dried out, and it was good for the job. I hate that I'm using it, but I figured with whatever phase of life I'm in, I need something because I'd rather waste a cleansing cloth and wipe as much makeup off as I can than not do anything. I did also finish 3 of the Dr. Dennis Gross Alpha Beta Extra Strength Daily Peels. I really like these, but I've had a pack for several years and I wasn't using it again. It wasn't part of the routine. And so I started putting these in my Advent Calendar project pan just to remind myself to use these up, and I did really good this month. And I used up, or since the last update, and I used up 3, so I'm very happy. I don't want to waste product, but I'm afraid that by sitting them in my cabinet for years and years, they're gonna dry out. Or somebody once told me that in their bathroom, the active ingredients in those peels actually melted the packaging and leaked all over their bathroom cabinet. So I definitely don't want that to happen. I also finished this Fresh Tea Elixir serum. And this was gifted to me, I think, by Skeepers. I really enjoyed it. I think this retails for like 80 bucks. That's a lot of money. I don't know if I would spend $80 on a serum. I've been very lucky to be able to get most of my serums for free for the last many years through companies like Skeepers that will send them to you for review. I don't know if I could imagine spending $80 on a serum, but I did really enjoy this. It was a little bit thicker than some serums, but not too thick. I've had some serums that felt like moisturizers. This was not. This was definitely in the serum category as far as consistency, but it was a little heavier and a little bit more moisturizing than some serums. I also finished this Soap and Glory. What's the cute name on it? It doesn't have a cute name. Vitamin C facial wash. Vitamin C facial wash. This took forever. I think it took me almost 2 years to finish this bottle. I think this cost $16 and it lasted 2 years. So I feel like it's a pretty good deal. What's that? Less than $1 a month? Yeah, I got my money's worth for sure. I kept this in my bathroom. I was in a project at one time just to kind of get an idea of how long it would take me to get through it. It lasted forever. It was a good value. I do have another one of these to get through, but I'm not currently working on it. But I really enjoyed this. I would absolutely buy it again. And the final product for my face care category is another serum. This is from Strivectin. It's the Multi-Action Super C Dark Circle Brightening Eye Serum. I think that was part of my problem. I don't feel like I need a separate serum. I'm willing to go as far as putting on a different moisturizer for my eyes than a moisturizer I put on the rest of my face, but I don't want to go to the lengths of putting on 2 different serums. I would rather just take whatever serum I'm using and tap it under my eyes than have a specific under eye serum. This actually might have been in my under eye moisturizer category now that I'm thinking about it. Yeah, I don't think this was in my serum inventory. I think this was in my under eye moisturizer category. And it wasn't moisturizing enough to be an under eye moisturizer. It really was a serum consistency. And so no, I didn't like this. I didn't feel like I needed it. I would rather just use a regular under eye moisturizer that's like a heavier cream that leaves my under eyes feeling moisturized, and especially at nighttime while I'm sleeping. This was not heavy enough for overnight. It was good under my makeup during the day though. Okay, I do have quite a few makeup empties, which I think are always the best, which is why I save them for last. I have a setting spray. This is the Cover FX Illuminating Setting Spray. This was gifted to me in a Beautylish Lucky Bag many years ago. I haven't done Beautylish Lucky Bags in a long time. I only did it one time. It was a lot of fun, but once I started my low buy, I couldn't risk it, so I had to stop. This had chunks of glitter in it. A lot of you guys warned me about that when I said I was gonna start working on it. You guys were like, Paula, it has chunks of glitter, and it does. To the point where as this got lower, even though it's got the balls and you gotta shake it up, and I shook it up religiously every time I used it, when it got down to the bottom, like down here, the glitter was so intense that I decided to dump the remaining products in with a different setting spray to thin it out because it was too glittery. I looked like a disco ball. So the first part was pretty decent, but then as it got to the bottom half, it was too glittery for me to use within my comfort zone. And so even though I only dumped a little bit I dumped it in with my ColourPop setting spray, my 4th Ray Beauty setting spray, which I love. That setting spray still leaves glitter on my face. And I only put a little bit into that bottle and it was almost full. And yeah, still so much glitter. But glad to have finished it, glad to have one less setting spray. I'm not interested in repurchasing this. It was too glittery for me. I like the idea of an illuminating setting spray. I don't like the idea of, actually no, I don't even like the idea of an illuminating setting spray. I'm just too oily for anything illuminating when it comes to, I want a setting spray that locks my face down. I want to look matte all day long. I don't want to look glowy, and I definitely don't want glitter on my face. So really glad to have that gone. I also finished this primer from Becca. This was the First Light Priming Filter. I love this. It was the purple one. This was in my 54321 project pan, I believe. I really enjoyed this product. I'm really sad that I can't rebuy it. I would consider rebuying this, especially for winter time. It was a good like moisturizing primer. Yeah, I'm disappointed. This was gifted to me by another YouTuber. She used to post project panning videos several years ago. Her name is Chelsea. She got out of the social media game, at least as far as project panning. I don't know if she's posting under a different account somewhere, but she was really sweet and she wanted to give this to me, and I was like, yeah, I'll take it. So she sent this to me. I think she lives in Colorado. So she sent it to me from Colorado, and I still remember that, and I really appreciate that. She was such a sweet person, but yeah, it was getting old, and I figured it was time to use it up and enjoy it since she gifted it to me. I feel more of a responsibility to use things up when they're gifted to me because I don't want it to go to waste. I would feel bad if it went to waste. I also finished this lip balm from Almay. It's called the Pure Tints Protective Lip Care. It was basically a clear shade. It was very glossy and shiny. I really liked it. It's very old. I don't know how old. I don't remember buying it. I don't know how it came into my life, but I know it's been in my life for a long time. And this was in my classic Project 10 pan, I believe. So, yep, really happy to have that gone. I might as well talk about this now, but since my last Empties video, I realized that I made a mistake. The rules for my Classic Project 10 pan are the products that I finish in that project do not count towards my low buy. And at my last Empties video, I had 2 products from that project that I did count from my low buy. So I totally forgot, and I gotta take those 2 points off of my low buy or add them back onto my low buy balance, because I shouldn't have done that, and I can't do that for this either. So I'm gonna put it separate because this is not gonna count towards my low buy, and I have to take back the 2 points that I gave myself for the other 2 products that I finished at the last update. The rules for that project are that if I finish all 10 products by the end of that project, Liz is gonna send me a gift of makeup, and I'm not gonna count any of those products against my low buy. And if I don't finish all 10 products and Liz doesn't send me a gift, then at that point I will give myself credit for whatever points I did finish. So I totally forgot, and I got to correct that when we talk about my low buy update, but I'm really happy to have finished that. This was in my lip balm inventory, and I've mostly been project panning lip glosses as lip balms this year. So I'm really glad to have at least one less lip balm in my inventory because I finished this. All right, this is got to be one of the most exciting empties this update. My e.l.f. shimmer palette is finished. I only had 1 pan left because I'd finished the other 3 previously. I've been working on this for about 1 year and 4 months before I finally finished it. Even though these e.l.f. pans were pretty shallow, I still, it took me some time to get through it. I used it as a face highlight, cream face highlight. I really enjoyed this product. As far as I could tell, e.l.f. no longer sells it. I checked their website at some point and I didn't see this anywhere on it, but I bought this many years ago for like $6, and I definitely felt like it was a good price and a good product, and I really enjoyed it. But it is cream and it is old, and for those reasons, and for the reasons that I have way too many cream highlights in my inventory, I'm really happy to finish this, and I'm enjoying working on other cream highlights at the moment. All right, my next product is one of my most recent empties. Just a couple days ago, I finally finished off my Benefit Eye Bright. I was surprised because I opened the cap to use it and the product was gone. I'm not sure where the product went. I mean, it must have been almost gone. I've been looking all over my bathroom floor, but it's gone. So after working on my NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Milk that went down like to below the base, I was halfway expecting to have to use that much product up on this. So I was kind of surprised when I was right there and the product was gone, because I was ready to go all the way down to the bottom and then dig it out and use it for 3 more months, and that didn't happen. I really enjoyed this Benefit Eye Bright. I bought it several years ago. It was pretty old, but it was a nice like pinky white. Like, it was a white with just a hint of pink that really had a brightening effect on my eyes. Sometimes I would put it in my inner corners. Sometimes I would put it at the base of my brows to give me a little bit of a lift, and I thought it did a good job. But I do have a couple other brightening products. They're both more of a like cream colored, vanilla kind of cream colored. They're not pinky, but they've been working well, and I'm testing them out to see which one I want to start working on out of the 2 that I have. So I don't need to repurchase this because I have 2 other kind of highlighty cream shadow stick products to use that are already within my collection. So happy to have this gone. That was in my Partners in Cream project pan. And my final 2 empties that I want to talk about in this update are both lip glosses. The first one is really more of a lip oil than a lip gloss, but I believe it's been sitting in my lip gloss inventory. I don't have a separate inventory for lip oils. Maybe I should, but I don't. That is this Lancome Juicy Shaker in Freedom of Peach. This was in a couple different projects. I think it started out in my maybe my Graveyard project pan last year, and then it moved over to my Panner's Pan project this year. I wanted this product so bad, but it turns out once I had it, I didn't love it as much as I thought it would. It was just kind of matte. I didn't hate it, but I didn't love it. It has this, cute little sponge tip applicator. I know sponge tips gross a lot of people out. I don't mind it. But that being said, I didn't think This was amazing as I thought it would be. It was kind of thin. It disappeared quickly. I needed to reapply pretty frequently. And I just don't really have time for that in my life, which is why I'm probably the worst at panning lip products, because I don't reapply nearly as much as the people who are good at panning lip products. But this one I had to reapply because it was gone. It was nowhere to be found. And for that reason, I'm happy to have it finished and used up and out of my collection. And then my other empty, which I'm calling my favorite empty of this update, is a ColourPop lip gloss. This was the shade Curvy. I had this in my Panner's Pan for Chic Geek. And this is another lip gloss that I did not love and I did not hate. It was just all right. I like the color, but it had some glitter in it. I liked the wand, but sometimes the consistency of this lip gloss was a little too thick and gloopy. Sometimes I over applied it and then I felt like I needed to like blot it off because I was like, the color didn't really do anything for me. It was all right. I mean, it was okay. I didn't mind it, but I'm so happy to have one less lip gloss. I have way too many lip glosses in my inventory, and I'm pretty sure that in 2023, I had 0 lip gloss empties. I did not finish an entire lip gloss in all of 2023. So I'm so happy that I already am down 2, and I still have several months to go. There's a chance that I might finish one more, which would be great. That is what makes this my favorite empty of this update. Really happy to have this gone. Really, really happy. I have way too many lip glosses. Okay, those are all of my empties since my last empties video. It's been about 3 months, so there was quite a few, but you know, again, I always feel like maybe there should have been more in 3 months, but that's what it is what it is. Let's move on to my low buy update. Okie dokie. So as of my last update, my low buy balance was at negative 104 points. Now, as I just said, I need to put 2 more points back on my low buy because of those errors that I made, giving myself credit for 2 products that I finished from my classic Project 10 pan that I shouldn't have. That corrects my low buy balance to negative 106. Out of all the products I finished since the last update, I decided to give myself 8.5 points. And that is for the hairspray, the serum, the e.l.f. shimmer palette, the ColourPop lip gloss, the Lancome lip gloss, we're at 5, right? 5. The eye bright from Benefit, that's 6. The nail polish, that's 7. The setting spray, that's 8. I no longer give myself credit or charge myself points for setting spray, but this is one of the original ones before I started doing that, so I'm still giving myself a point for that. And then the half point is for the perfume sample. So I'm giving myself 8.5 credits towards my low buy bank. The only question is, did anything new come into my life since my last update? And the answer is yes. I've been doing really good. I've been really keeping the blinders on. I am so far out of the loop from watching YouTube videos that I'm really not buying new makeup because of YouTube videos. I'm not drawn to new makeup because of YouTube videos. A lot of the videos I'm watching are so old that the products that people are mentioning have come and gone because I'm like 4 years behind on watching YouTube videos. I am still watching 4-year-old YouTube videos. We're getting really close to the pandemic happening. It's getting really excited. I can't wait to see all of my YouTube people's faces when they realize there's a pandemic happening, because I'm watching videos from January of 2020 and it is getting exciting. But anyways, I'm still going. I watch when I can. It's ridiculous. I don't know what I'm doing with my life. I know I should just move on, but I can't. I'm in a weird place in life and I just do weird things that I can't really explain. But I'm watching YouTube videos from January 2020, and then I also try to watch current videos regarding like news and politics. And I'm like 2 months behind on that too. So I just need to quit my job and become a full-time YouTuber and just sit around and spend half my day filming videos and half my day watching YouTube videos. But unfortunately, YouTube doesn't pay enough for that. So I have to fit it in when I can and enjoy it while I can. So that's where I'm at. back to the low buy update. The reason I bought something was because my Ulta points were expiring. I do have, even though I don't shop at Ulta for makeup like I used to back in the day, I do still have an Ulta MasterCard. I don't use it often. I use an Apple card. Yeah, an Apple MasterCard more often, but sometimes I can't find the Apple MasterCard in my wallet and I pull out the Ulta card. Those are the two credit cards I bounce back and forth between. And because I use that Ulta MasterCard, I accumulate points through shopping at grocery stores and gas stations and wherever else I spend my money. Around July, every year, whatever points I've accumulated expire. And this past July, I had like $160 in points. So I'm obviously not gonna just lose $160, but I'm kind of at the point where I have to consider how whatever I purchase is going to affect my low buy. Like obviously buying a luxury eyeshadow palette would be very, very tempting with $160, but any eyeshadow palettes would kill my low buy. So I can't do that. So I have to be very practical about what I buy. Now, last year when my points expired, I got some tips from a friend, Danica, you're my friend. And Danica sent me a huge list of products she recommended. And one of them was a makeup organizer, like an acrylic makeup organizer. And that's what I bought with part of my money from the previous year. And I really enjoyed it, but more importantly, Hazel, my daughter, has been eyeing it, not for makeup. She does have some makeup, but she wasn't eyeing it for makeup. She was eyeing it as a Lego organizer. And she's like, Mom, I'd really like one of those makeup organizers for my Legos. And I was like, you know what? When my points are gonna expire in July, I will buy you a makeup organizer just like mine, and you could use it for your Legos. I thought it was the cutest idea. Like Legos, come on. I mean, you could organize your Legos in a little makeup organizer. Stop it. I thought it was the cutest idea. So I get the notification that my points are getting ready to expire. And I run to the Ulta website and I cannot find that acrylic makeup organizer anywhere. Ulta is no longer carrying it. In fact, I couldn't find any decent makeup organizers on their website at all. They had like one acrylic thing and it wasn't at all like what I had. And I was like, uh-oh. I was going to be a good girl. I was going to do the right thing. I was going to buy acrylic makeup organizers for my daughter's Legos, and now I can't do that. What am I gonna do? So if you guys have watched any of my videos recently, you know that I've been seriously craving perfume, and I went for it. I figured it was a practical solution because basically one perfume would eat up the entire $160 and it wouldn't hurt my low buy that bad. It would just be 2 points against my low buy. So that's what I did. I basically blew my entire Ulta points cachet on a high-end perfume. And although I don't like the idea of my perfume inventory going up, I don't regret buying this either because it is a beautiful scent. And the scent I am talking about is Mon Paris by YSL. I've been hearing about this perfume for years. It has been on my Ulta Beauty wish list for many years, and it is a beautiful scent. I will leave some information on the screen right now about the notes for this scent, but it's my kind of scent, kind of, you know, sometimes I wonder if it's a little too sexy for my day job, which is basically the only place I go where I wear perfume every day. I mean, I wear perfume almost every day, but I don't go out. This is probably what most people would consider to be like a night out on the town kind of perfume, but I don't go out at night. I'm at home on the couch dozing. So if I'm going to buy a perfume this beautiful, I need to wear it where I go, and I go to work at a school with kids. So it is almost a little too sexy, beautiful, sultry for going to a school where I work with kids, but you know what? I'll still wear it. I don't care. I want to smell good everywhere. I don't care if it's at work with kids drooling on me, which sometimes happens when I'm at work. It's a beautiful scent. I've used it 2 or 3 times since receiving it. It is going to be taken out of this box now and placed in my cabinet where I keep my other perfumes. But even though I think it would have been more ideal to spend my Ulta points on an acrylic makeup organizer for Hazel, and I didn't get to do that, I think this was kind of the best next option because anything else would have damaged my low buy balance even more. And this is only going to count for 2 points against my low buy. So hopefully I made the right choice. I'm really enjoying this perfume. I was really craving a new perfume, and I basically got this beautiful high-end perfume for free. In fact, I did. I didn't pay anything for it. I think I had a couple bucks left over, and I bought some of those scrubby gloves that you use in the shower that I really like. I went through a pair of those a couple years ago, and I've been working on another pair that I was gifted from a YouTube friend, Lauren, and those are kind of on their last leg, and I thought, well, that's something I can, you know, buy a couple of, store them, they won't take up too much space, and I'll have them when I need them. So I think I bought 3 pair of those scrubby gloves from like Eco Tools, and this, totally free. So that's pretty awesome. And honestly, it's not a bad way. Like, it's not a bad idea. Like, I use my credit card anyways. I need credit cards in my life. I can buy myself 1 free luxury perfume every year with the credit card that I use anyways. I don't know. I don't like it killing my low buy, but I kind of like it. So that's what's going on. Nothing else new came in. I've been a good girl overall. I've been a very good girl. So let's recap. I started this month with a low buy balance of -104, which I had to adjust to -106 because of the 2 products I took off that I shouldn't have at last month's update. I am giving myself 8.5 credits for the Empties that I finished in this update, but I have to account for the 2 points for the perfume. That now leaves, if my math is mathin', and hopefully it is, that leaves my low buy balance at -99.5 points. So we're still well into the negative, but we are officially once again out of the triple digits. I've been teetering on the 2-digit, 3-digit negative Empties for a long time. So this is a familiar place. I've been here before. Hopefully the numbers will keep going down, but you never know when life is going to throw a wrench in your little plans and you're gifted an entire eyeshadow palette from Influencer to review and it kills your low buy balance. Or maybe I'll slip up around Black Friday like I have done in the past and buy 16 new bottles of nail polish. I hope I don't do that, but it's been known to happen. So I'm really happy to be out of the triple digits again for now. We'll see how long it lasts. Hopefully it lasts. I haven't mentioned this in a while, so I'll mention it again. My low buy balance plan was never designed to account for negative points. There was no negative. It's like cash. If I don't have it, I can't buy it. However, because I'm lucky enough to occasionally receive products for free for review that I cannot anticipate, I had to start going into the negative for my low buy balance. And even though I don't like having a negative balance, and even though some might say that's evidence that my low buy plan is failing, it has ultimately kept me from buying new makeup in a way that I was not able to do without this low buy plan. I've basically stopped buying makeup altogether. I don't want to call it a no buy because it's not a no buy, but without this plan, I don't think I'd be anywhere I am now. I was spending between like $200 and $400 a month on makeup prior to starting this low buy. And even though I'm in the negative for my points balance, I'm basically not buying makeup at all anymore. So I do feel like the plan is working, but it was never supposed to be a negative balance. It was never supposed to account for this crazy point system to go into the negatives, but this is what it's morphed into. And despite the fact that I'm in the negative balance, I do feel like the low buy is working. I know a lot of you guys agree with me on that because you can see I'm not bringing in tons of stuff on a regular basis. And overall, the stuff is, my inventories are going down. So I'm very happy about that. Anyways, that is going to be it for this update. Sorry, I've been so infrequent with my posting. Sorry, I still haven't been on Instagram. It has been months since I posted on Instagram. Every week, I have the best intentions to getting back on Instagram, and then 7 days goes by and I haven't done it. Life is busy. I have very small windows of time with the kids and their lives and my lives to get stuff done. And when we are home, it is like a revolving door. The weather's still really nice here. There's kids banging on the door like every 5 minutes from the time I get home with the kids till like 8 p.m. So there's Nerf gun wars, and there's yelling, and there's screaming, and there's kids watching TV, 10 feet away in this room, and there's kids knocking on the door every 5 minutes. It's just not ideal for filming. And a lot of times I tell myself, like, I'll wait till everybody goes to bed and then I'll film, and then I'm too tired. So it's just a different phase of life that I'm in than I was a few years ago, where I was able to post much more consistently. But I am trying so hard. I really want to keep doing this, but I really appreciate your patience in the meantime while I am just floundering with my life, with this thing that I call life. I'm just kind of a mess, but I am getting back on routines. That's a funny thing about summer vacation. Like, I live for summer vacation. I love that I have a job that gives me 10 weeks off of work every year so that I could decompress from the 10 months out of the year that I'm working with children, so that I can, spend some time at home, which is my favorite place in the world. I'd rather be home than anywhere else, so that I could do some projects that I wouldn't normally do, like clean that junk drawer out that I tell myself, like, I can't do that during the school year. That has to wait till summer. So I could read some books, so that I could hang out with my kids. But that additional time doesn't really ultimately help me. I'm always a bit more productive and a bit more efficient when I'm actually working a 7-hour day plus the commute. And I can't explain why that. You would think I would be so much, you give me 7, let's call it 9 hours, let's call it 8 hours between my commute and the 7 hours that I'm at work. That's 8 hours that I have at home to get stuff done. But I'm really not that much more productive, and I can't explain why. But I get more done when I'm working 8 hours and I'm only home for a couple hours than I do when I'm home all day long. Like, I don't know what happens, but during the summer, I wake up and I'm like, I'm not gonna get in a shower and get dressed. I'm gonna sit down on the couch and eat breakfast first, because that's like living, right? That's the epitome of luxury, is when you can eat breakfast on the couch in your pajamas. And before I know it, it's like 2 p.m. and I'm like, what have I been doing? I've been up since 7. How is it 2 o'clock? What did I do for the last 5 hours? I have no idea. I read books, and my son and I watched the entire Netflix series of Wednesday, and I don't know, like, I drank a half of a pot of coffee. How has it been 5 hours since I woke up and I haven't done anything? I am so confused, but that's kind of how my summers go. I'm not really good at time management. Time management's not really my thing. Being at work and being on a consistent schedule is what kind of forces me to get stuff done, because I only have a short window and I'm like, gotta do it, let's go. And yeah. That being said, I've only been back at work for 2 weeks and I'm still a train wreck. I'm sorting it all out. I'll get there one day. Maybe. I might get there one day. I might not. I'm a work in progress. Anyways, I've been blabbering long enough. It is like 3 in the morning and I got to get to bed for a couple hours before it's time to wake up for another work day. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. My next update is going to be an update for Pan That Palette. So hang tight for that. Hopefully it won't be 15 days between updates. Hopefully I will get that up soon, but I don't have time to film it now. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.